The views shared here and are of my own thoughts and opinions and are a reaction and or response of alleged occurrences, statements, actions, and or events. But first,
I said I'm ready for greatness. 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 I said I'm ready for. You learn to live no strings. I said I'm ready for greatness.
welcome to the Ill Chill Will Show, man. We got a nice, I wouldn't say jam-packed show for y'all today, but man, it's gonna be pretty interesting, man. We got different news, man. Different news. We're gonna start off in the NBA with LeBron James. Still haven't picked a team yet, and the Kawhi Leonard trade getting pretty interesting with what's going on with him. We're gonna take it to the NFL. Talk a little bit of NFL. We definitely got to talk about, we got an update with Marshawn Kneeling, Cowboy. That took his own life last year, unfortunately. And finally, stick around, man, for a special I Heard That segment, man. It's going to be on the tragic death and just tragic situation, period, of Nolan Wells, Mississippi young man that was found dead off of an island that he went to with his friends, man. So we got a lot to get into, man. And like I said, we're gonna try to start it out on a different note, a better note. And like I said, man, Kawhi Leonard, man, like what in the world is going on with him, man? Like the Clippers, they got like an investigation. Well, I'm talking about Nat. They had an investigation on Kawhi in the Clippers about pretty much them. They're paying him. They were paying him in a bunch of different ways, man. So we're gonna get into that, and we're gonna find out like really like what's going on with that. I'm gonna play a clip from Shams. He broke the news on why the trade is being held up. Kawhi Leonard. I'm happy I didn't bring up that trade. I was like, man, I forgot about Kawhi being possibly traded back to the Toronto Raptors. Of course, remember he won a championship with them and won Finals MVP before he dashed over to the Clippers. So now the trade is being halted because the Clippers are still under investigation on paying him in, crazy ways, doing different things to pay him. So I'm about to play this clip right quick. We're going to listen to Shams from of ESPN break this news on why the trade is being held up.
Hannah, sources tell me that the Clippers-Raptors trade centered around Kawhi Leonard will not be complete until the Clippers are done with their investigation with the NBA into the aspiration situation regarding allegations of funneling money to Kawhi Leonard through endorsement deals. And so earlier this week, the Raptors and Clippers were set to have a trade call to finalize the deal that sent Kawhi Leonard back to Toronto for Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, and draft assets. But the league, I'm told, ended up delaying that call and now has decided that the teams will not be moving forward unless the Raptors assume the risk of potential outcomes that come from that investigation. We still don't have a timeline for that investigation. Adam Silver said about a month ago that it could be coming to be wrapped up soon. It still has not been. And so over the last several weeks, the Clippers have engaged with multiple teams around Kawhi Leonard trade talks. None of those teams operated with any restriction that they would be dealing with any fallout after a deal being completed for Kawhi Leonard. But now that the Raptors and Clippers were set to finalize this deal, do the trade call with the NBA has essentially paused that conversation until the end of their investigation. The Raptors decide today that they will not be assuming the risk of any discipline or any other fallout that could happen with Kawhi Leonard after the league investigation is over. So the Raptors and the Clippers are on hold, as well as Kawhi Leonard, Brandon Ingram, and Grady Dick right now.
Wow, so a lot of people, both teams in limbo. And if you can, Shams, just remind people how long this investigation has already been going on.
Hannah, this investigation with the league has been going on for about 10 months, and the Clippers have been at the center of the league's investigation into whether this company aspiration, along with the Clippers, had funneled money to Kawhi Leonard on the side. Kawhi Leonard, his former business associate and uncle, Dennis Robertson, have been interviewed by the league in the last couple of months as the league has been trying to whittle down their investigation along with a third-party law firm, Wachtell. But now it has had impact on trade that Kawhi Leonard is supposed to be going to Toronto. And the expectation around all sides is that this deal will end up happening at the end of the day, Hannah. But this just in, that deal is now on hold until the NBA's investigation is over.
Man, so yeah, I knew they was paying him in a rather strange way. So they were pretty much sending money through endorsement deals to pay him. Rather unique way, I mean, you're basically cheating the books. That's basically what they was doing. Like, to make a long story short, they was cheating the books, man. Like, so to do all that and no championship, like that's crazy. But look, we gonna get into that in a little bit. But let's just focus on the trade period. Okay, so I knew Brandon Ingram was involved in the trade, but I didn't know that Grady Dick was involved in the trade. So man, like the Clippers were going to get really young, and Grady Dick, he can play, man. I didn't know he was going to be involved in this trade. But to put it on hold over investigation, like I understand, like this is a huge deal. Like, he was being paid in a very rather unorthodox way, but at the same time, it's like, so you're holding him hostage because y'all don't know what really happened. And what do he have to do with the Clippers choosing, like whichever way the Clippers chose to pay him? Why is the player being held hostage? Like, he wants to go back to Toronto, of course. He was even at Kyle Lowry's retirement. His 1-day contract to get to retire a Raptor. So, man, like that's crazy that they're holding the player hostage, and it was the team that chose to pay him the way that they wanted to pay him. So, like, somebody's gonna have to make me understand that. What do y'all think, man? Did y'all catch the uncle? They said something about the uncle. What y'all think about the uncle? Do y'all think the uncle, the one that came up with this clever idea to get his nephew some more money through endorsement deals? Like, what do y'all think, man? But for me personally, I feel like the player shouldn't be held hostage because of what the team decided to do. The team wants to pay him, and he was owed money. Now, the way they chose to pay him, like, what do he got to do with actually how he was paid? Like, it's the contract. Team made a contract. You got to pay him the amount that he's owed. Now, how they choose to pay him, that's on the team. I feel like it's not fair that Kawhi Leonard is being held hostage by the Clippers right now. And well, pretty much by the NBA, not by the Clippers. The Clippers want to go ahead and trade him and start over, and I felt like that would be best for both sides. I feel like Grady Dick will thrive very well with the Clippers, especially with Coach Ty Lue. Coach Ty Lue, he can really do some things with Grady. And Brandon Ingram is Brandon Ingram. He's a bucket getter, man. It's gonna be nice to see him back in LA. It hurts to not see him in the purple and gold, though. I mean, he's going to the crosstown other team. I can't even call them rivals, man. They don't even have a championship. Shots fired. Okay, I'm sorry. I went a little too far. But for real though, man, like, Kawhi should be able to, go ahead and hit the reset button, go back to a place that, of course, he enjoyed, but he wanted to go home. He wanted to make his own thing with the Clippers. So I understand why he chose to leave the Raptors or whatever. But outside of that, to be back in Toronto, don't hold the player hostage over something that the team decided to do. But with that being said, what do y'all think about it, man? For me personally, I feel like he should go ahead and be gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, let him go. But that's the Kawhi Leonard front. Oh, hold up. I can't move on to the next topic. Yeah. So the Clippers did all this sneaky under the table bookings, hiding books and everything, and they did all this for nothing, man. Come on, Clippers. Like Lob City, all this hype, you know what I'm saying? All these different teams that was put together by the Clippers, and no championship was even, like, why? Like, they even left, what used to be Staples Center, because they ain't want to be in the same arena with the Lakers. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't want to be in the same arena with the Lakers either if I was the Clippers. But with that being said, man, like all that and no championship, man, like come on, man. Come on. You gotta do better than that. You gotta do better than that, man. And hey, it is what it is at this point. But anyway, what do y'all think, man? I just had to throw those jabs up in there. Like I ain't gonna say it's a lot of Clippers fans, but I didn't like the media coverage that they got during Lob City era with Chris Paul. And matter of fact, talking about that, I didn't like what they did to Chris Paul last year. So, Chris Paul was trying to do his farewell party and they cut the man, but meanwhile they was paying Kawhi Leonard underneath the table. Talk about an organization, man. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting overboard again, but look. What y'all think about it, man? We're going to move on to the next topic, man. LeBron James, where is he going to, man? I suppose that touched on this at the beginning of the show. We talked about this because I'm also a part of another podcast. That's The Following Match. I think I mentioned it last week, The Following Match with Blaze and Will. We had a very special guest up there, Zone. Let's Rap Wrestling with Zone, man. It was great having them up there. Really appreciate them for coming on. And, we had a very good time, man. I'm going to put the link to that video in the description. And I'm going to also put the link to the episode before that in the description. I didn't do that last week, but I will be sure to put both of them in the description this week. But we touched on LeBron James and the situation a little bit. And, man, we had a whole lot of different takes, man. I'm not going to stay on it too long because, like I said, it's already on The Following Match podcast. Don't forget, go ahead and go subscribe, go like, and go watch everything that we got going on over there, man. I'm telling you, y'all would definitely enjoy it, especially if you love WWE and if you love Evolve and NXT, man. It's the place to be. But, hey, I had to plug something else right quick. But let's get to the LeBron James situation. Where's LeBron going to go, man? Well, apparently he is in Ohio right now, and we're going to go right back to Shams and find out
in this process
what's going on.
Hannah, all of the information so far is funneled through agent Rich Paul with LeBron James. And so they've been in a process of gathering information. And one interesting wrinkle that has occurred in the last several days is some of the leading suitors for LeBron James, whether that's a Golden State, a Cleveland, Miami, Minnesota, Philadelphia, some of them have been able to send a voice note to LeBron James via Rich Paul. So whether it's an owner, a president, or a general manager being able to record a voice note, I'm told, send it to Rich Paul, and that makes its way to LeBron James. This is just a part of LeBron James's process of studying as he makes a decision. He has not been in a rush. There's been no timetable that he's been operating under. I'm told there's been a lot of family time, friends time, golf, of course, over the last couple of weeks. The last two he's spent in the Akron, Ohio area, including with one of his close friends that he grew up with in Brandon Weems, who's now one of the leading executives of the Cleveland Cavaliers under President Kobe Altman. So the process continues, and it's unclear whether Cleveland or Miami have been among the teams that have sent a voice note to LeBron via Rich Paul. Again, they kind of don't need to. They already had him in their buildings in the recent past.
So voice notes, that's what we sending now. We sending voice notes, and apparently LeBron is in Cleveland right now. Now, I'm not going to say that he's going to Cleveland, but I mean Cleveland would make the most sense. And somebody else mentioned the same thing. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but yeah, man. What do y'all think? Where is LeBron going to go now? Of course, Cleveland makes sense. Now I played the audio, but in the on the actual video, they had his potential destinations, and of course, Cleveland was up there, but also the Philadelphia 76ers were up there, Minnesota Timberwolves were up there, the Golden State Warriors were up there. So it's like, where should he go? What would be the right fit for LeBron? I think my cousin, he sent me a text with Draymond Green and LeBron to Philadelphia. I don't know where he got that information from, but if he was just throwing something out there, or if somebody was throwing something out there on a different sports platform, would that work and how would that look? I mean, I feel like LeBron can fit in any of those destinations that he would decide to go to. Definitely with Philadelphia, but I just don't know. You know, you're gonna have a lot of guys that need the ball in their hands. You know, you already got Jaylen Brown over there now, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid. You know, it's hard for him to stay healthy, but at the same time, he's a basketball player that requires to have the ball in his hand to make things happen. So LeBron, how would he fit over there in Philadelphia? I don't think it would be a good fit, and that definitely not Draymond Green. Like Draymond Green needs to play in a pretty much the system that he's in now in Golden State, where he's pretty much playing point forward. So you're gonna try to bring 2 point forwards to the same team. Somebody's gonna have to come off the bench. Now, if one of them decide to come off the bench, that would be a whole better situation and a different dynamic for that team. But at the same time, you still have Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, and like I said, Joel Embiid, guys that need the ball in their hand to do something. So I just don't think a point forward would work for that team. Period. Like, they might as well keep the team the way it is. Now, far as where I feel like he should go, definitely back to Cleveland. He should go back to Cleveland, man. And I even said this on the Following Match podcast, you know, with me and my boy Blaze. He should definitely go back to Cleveland, especially if he's doing a documentary, pretty much taping his last year in the league. I mean, which would be so cool. So him going back to Cleveland would be great if that's the case. Now, him being in Cleveland and the voice notes thing, like man, you know, like LeBron got some action out here, man. It's pretty good for a 41-year-old basketball player, man. What do y'all think about that? And don't hate, man. Like, there's a lot of people be giving LeBron a lot of hate, and I think that's mainly because of the comparison thing. Like, the media gets out here and they love to compare players with other players, and I feel like every player has their time. Every great player has their moment, you know, and they fit in their certain bracket in their generation. Now, for me, in my generation, like, I have two that was in my generation. You know, first and foremost, Kobe Bryant. Y'all see him behind me. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bean Bryant. He's my GOAT. He's my greatest of all time. And he was the reason why when LeBron first came in, I was hating on LeBron, because I'm just like, yo, like, what y'all saying, the new face of the league? Like, the face of the league is in purple and gold, wearing number 24 now. Like, what you mean LeBron is the best? So every time they went up against each other, man, I used to love seeing Kobe bust LeBron down, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love seeing Kobe, man, and LeBron go back and forth, you know. But to stay on topic with LeBron, man, and the hating part, man. Like, you can't hate on him, man, and you can't compare him to any other great player. He's great in his own right, and he's great for this generation. He was great for this generation. He is great for this generation. He will always be great for this generation. When you think about everyone that came up in this generation with him, you know what I'm saying? The KDs, the Kawhi Leonards, you know, that we just talked about. The Chris Pauls, the Carmelo Anthonys, the Dwayne Wades, you know, And if I'm missing anybody, just throw it in the comments for me, man. But when you think about LeBron and you think about who he went up against and who he played against, man, I can't name a player out of even when it comes down to KD, I can't name a player that's better than him for his generation. If y'all know, tell me. Put it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see anybody that's topping LeBron. You know, and it's not even really from a on paper standpoint. It's from a just what I saw on court. Like, you could be a bucket getter all you want. Like Carmelo Anthony, he's one of the best scorers ever to play in the league. Same thing with KD. Like both of them guys are legit, straight up knockdown bucket getters. Like, if you need a bucket, get them the ball. You know what I'm saying? They're straight up hired assassins. But with that being said, was both of them better than him? No. Steph Curry. I forgot to mention. I can't forget to mention the greatest shooter of all time. But yeah, Steph Curry. But even if Steph Curry's bringing him up, his greatness, people been trying to say, well, he got 4 championships just like LeBron. You know, trying to take it to the stack thing. No, LeBron is better than Steph. And that's nothing against Steph, because he's great in his own right too. And he's one of the greatest scorers of all time also. And we already know he's the best shooter of all time. Like, come on now. Like, we don't need to even argue or debate that. But when it comes to LeBron and his greatness, man, like, I feel like the hating definitely got to stop. Now, where he decides to go, like I said, the ball's pretty much in his court, man. And, you know, I feel like he should enjoy it, especially if this is going to be possibly his last year in the league. Yeah, he definitely should enjoy it. He said he wanted to play meaningful basketball, so I'm very interested to see what team he decides to go with if he wants to play meaningful basketball. But when you look at the outlook and you look at the teams that's out there, I feel like he can fit in with them, but he don't need to be the second option on any of those teams, because if you make him the second option, there's nothing against him. I feel like the workload becomes greater for him, and despite him being, you know, great all these years, it's gonna be his 24th year, and for the most part, you know, he's been in good health, but the last 3 to 4 years, like, he's been hurt. You know what I'm saying? He's been having a lot of soft tissue injuries, so that kind of worries me a lot with him, and that's why I feel like whichever team he decides to go to, he definitely don't need to be the second option. I feel like he need to be third or fourth option. And when I look at the teams, like, if he go to the Timberwolves, just throwing that out there, he's gonna instantly become the second option. Like, you know, McDaniels, he's really good. You know, Jalen McDaniels, he's really good. LaMelo Ball, he's really good. But I feel like LeBron can easily take some buckets from the both of them because of just him being who he is and become the second option for that team. Now, Philly, on the other hand, that I just talked about, I think he can definitely easily be the third option, but you got to figure out who's going to be handling the ball, who's going to be setting up the offense. But far as what option he would be, I think Philly would be a very good spot for him. But yeah, Cleveland. As far as with Cleveland, man, like, you don't know what's going to happen with James Harden and Evan Mobley. Like, I feel like LeBron would definitely go there and easily be the second option. And I don't feel like he needs to be the second option, yet alone the first option. And I feel like he just needs to be the third, the fourth option on whichever team he goes to. So, for me, best case scenario, best fit would definitely be the Philadelphia 76ers. Even though I did say, you know, they don't need a point forward, I feel like LeBron would figure something out and they can figure out what to do with him. Golden State Warriors, all they have is Steph Curry. Like, he's going to easily be the number 2. And you don't know what they're going to do with Jimmy Butler. And even if they decide to keep Jimmy, you don't know what he's going to look like coming off of that injury that he had, that season-ending injury. So, and where he's going to go, I feel like he needs to land in a spot where he's gonna be the third or fourth option. But it's totally up to him, and it's up to how he feels with his body. He can definitely still play. That's one thing for sure. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. We're playing the waiting game now, man. We're gonna let these owners and keep on sending voice notes to Rich Paul, man. You know what I'm saying? It must be nice to have notes being sent to you or whatever. And like, man, LeBron getting a lot of action for a 41-year-old, man. What 41-year-old y'all ever seen get this much action, man? But stop hating, man. What y'all think about it? Get into the comments. Where should LeBron land? What option do y'all feel like he need to be? First, second, third, fourth? Which one, man? Regardless, just get into the comments. We're gonna go ahead and get into the next topic, man. So this one right here, man, it hits close to home. Y'all see the hat that I have on. We're gonna switch to the NFL, man. And we're gonna start off with, of course, the news that I said that we was gonna talk about with the Cowboys first, man. Unfortunately, I talked about this a couple of weeks ago about how NFL players took their own lives, and it hit home with, my favorite team, man, the Dallas Cowboys. Marshawn Kneeland, man, he took his own life last year, man, and like I said, his family decided to I don't know if I said it with him. I take that back. Alden Smith's family decided to donate his brain to the Boston University CTE division center, actually. And Marshawn Kneeland's family decided to do the same thing, which was it's good. It's good as far as pushing the research, man. And like I said, it was unfortunate what happened to him, and it's also even more unfortunate that it was found out that Marshawn Kneeland had stage 1 of CTE. And CTE is pretty much it's a trauma disease, and it comes from trauma and banging heads. And, it's unfortunate that he had that and he was in stage 1. Now, there's different stages, stage 4 being the worst, and stage 1, it came with confusion and headaches and things of that nature. And man, it just sucks, man, that, he was dealing with that, man. And CTE it's terrible, period, man. Like football is a very fun game to play, but it's a very dangerous game too at the same time. To hear what happened, and like we can't even really blame this on CTE. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like just the constant awareness and raising the awareness of mental health is something that really needs to be thought upon and really need to be pushed even more, because there's a lot of people going through things, man. I go through things, and it gets tough out here, just because he was playing the game that he loved, pretty much a big kid's game and getting paid for it. That don't mean that he didn't have outside issues or problems that he was dealing with, so mental health is real, man. And I feel like it'd be great to just check on your strongest friend you can possibly think of, because like I said, strongest family member, everybody goes through things and everybody have things that they're dealing with, and it's unfortunate that he was dealing with CTE on top of whatever else that was going on with him. I don't know what it was, but I pray for his family. I pray that they find comfort. I mean, like losing a family member, I know that's tough. It's the wound never goes away, so it's tough. He was a father, he was a partner, he was a son. We can't negate that fact. He's still a human being, and it's just a tough situation, period, man. And like I said, it hit home with me because he played for the Cowboys, man. He was a good young player. He was only 25 years old, man. Like he had a lot of football left in him, and he was really starting to put some things together, in my opinion. But it's just unfortunate, man. And I just wanted to touch on that because it's found out that he has that he was in stage 1 of CTE. And when you get into stage 1, that don't mean that you're gonna stay in stage 1. I mean, if a doctor or a scientist that come across this video or whatever, put in the comments like how it goes, because my thinking is stage 1, like that just means you in the first stage. Like you gonna move on to the next stage eventually. That's all that I can think of, because it's only gonna get worse. It's your brain. But outside of that, man, may he rest in peace, man. Blessings up to his family. I pray that they continue to get comfort, man. Take it one day at a time, and I'm happy that it was found out that he was suffering from CTE, early stages of it. So we're gonna keep it in the NFL, man, and we're gonna talk about NFL. It's coming up, man. We're gonna shift gears and put it on a lighter note. NFL training camp is about to start opening up, man. Who are y'all teams? Y'all already know who my team is. Y'all see it up there. You know what I'm saying? That star, baby. But outside of that, man, let's stop joking, playing around. July 28th is gonna be the day where pretty much NFL expects all teams to have their training camp open, man. And this is gonna be a really good season. I feel like it's gonna be. And what are y'all teams, man? What are y'all expecting? What predictions do y'all have heading into the season, man? I'm a Cowboys fan, and I'm not going to say we're going to win the Super Bowl. I'm not that type of Cowboys fan. And for the Cowboy fans out there running around saying that we're going to win the Super Bowl, y'all need to stop, man. I need to stop it. I go through a lot because of y'all. We got to stop doing that every year, okay? Please, just stop. But do we have a good team, man? Come on, man. Yeah, we had a good team. I'm with y'all. Look, clap it up, dap it up. You know what I'm saying? Pound, pound, pound. Like, yes, we have a very good team going into this NFL season. I feel like the defense was really patched up big time, with all the additions that we had. We picked up everything that we needed, man. And I'm very excited. I'm very excited about this. I think this is probably the most excited I've been about a Cowboys team in probably the last 4 years. So I feel like they really filled a lot of different holes, man. George Pickens coming back playing on the franchise tag. It seemed like he's going to be good too. We're going to have a very good offense once again, man, and to fill the pieces in on defense. But yeah, prediction wise, I like to wait until the preseason is over with and see what the injuries are and see what key injuries may have happened. And I just pretty much judge by that, man. That's how I make my predictions or whatever. But it's gonna be fun this season, man. It's gonna be fun covering the NFL, like I said. And who's gonna get there? If y'all have any predictions, man, go ahead and throw it in the comments, man. And what's your favorite team? What do y'all think? Do y'all like the Cowboys like me? It's okay to be a star fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got plenty of room for y'all over here. You know what I'm saying? Especially for my boy Blaze, because he always got something to say about the Cowboys, man. I see you, Blaze. I see you, man. I see you. I see what you be trying to do too, man. It's okay though. It's okay. But NFL season, man, it's gonna be a great NFL season. I can't wait. I can't wait for it to kick off, man. Yeah, what do y'all think, man? NFL wise, what's your favorite team? Who's gonna go to the Super Bowl? Who's gonna make the playoffs? Like I said, I feel like the Cowboys have a playoff team right now. We filled every single spot that we needed to fill in the offseason, man. So I feel like right now we have a very good playoff team. We're going to be in the mix for winning the division this year. And man, NFC East gonna be tough period to play against, man. So I can't wait, man. I can't wait. It's gonna be a great season, man. What do y'all think about it? Hit me up in the comments, man. And we're gonna go ahead and get into this last topic, man. This is the I Heard That segment, man. With pretty much I pretty much play anything that's going on or anything that I heard, or it can be funny, it can be sad, it can be confusing. I just usually just like to throw this in. It's pretty much off topic, off of sports, because I don't want to just do sports. I want to do more than just sports. So this is the I Heard That, man, and this is not the best of the best news that I would like to cover, but at the same time, it's needed to be covered. Okay, Nolan Wells, man, unfortunately he passed away, man. He went out to celebrate the 4th of July with his friends, man, on island, off of Mississippi, and unfortunately he did not return, but his friends returned, and supposedly, allegedly, his friends had his cell phone with them, and also allegedly, it was a lot of commotion on a video. I don't have that video, but what we're about to look at is what Roland Martin has on this information, because I like to, in situations like these, I definitely got to play a reliable source. And I feel like Roland Martin is reliable. He's getting his sources from different people. So I'll play him, man, and we're going to watch and watch along and get some more information I'm just telling you what I know and what I have heard. None of this is actually what it is or actually what happened, because only God knows what really happened. But the situation seems very, very fishy, and it's been a lot of different alleges, man, from possible commotion, possibly him getting into it with a friend over a female, um possibly foul play, possibly, the his friend's parents, one of them being a judge, and possibly friends family lawyering up right after they got back. So things not looking good. All of this stuff is alleged. Like I said, we don't know what's factual yet, but we're gonna look into it and I'm gonna cover it.
The stepmother of Warren Hudson, one of the white teens who accompanied Wells on the trip to Horn Island before he disappeared, issued a public statement after deactivating her Facebook account in response to the growing rumors about her family. Yeah, this is what she wrote. Our family, along with the community, grieves the loss of Nolan Wells. Our thoughts and prayers are with Nolan's family. Our son, Warren, loved Nolan dearly. Unfortunately, I feel that it is appropriate for our family to dispel some rumors with facts based upon the social media attention that is being diverted away from the Wells family and their loss. Yes, I deactivated my Facebook. Given the very heightened emotional state of social media right now, I fear for the safety of my child and my children. My husband and I have 6 children, and we covet their privacy. We do not believe it is appropriate for our minor children's photographs to be circulated throughout the internet, presenting potential threats to their safety. I graduated high school with Christine Wells Wansley. We are from the same community. I have the utmost respect for her and all of the Wells family. We mourn the loss of Nolan with them. Our prayers have been and will continue to be with them. My husband and I were not at Horn Island at any point on the 4th of July.
Horn Island.
No one in
That's
our
what it
family
was.
is trying in any way to impede with the investigation by law enforcement or to otherwise hamper the family and law enforcement's quest for answers. Warren was interviewed by the Jackson County Sheriff's Department and cooperated fully. He saw Nolan last at around 3 p.m. on July 4th. They left around 4:30 p.m. when the boat was taking on water and they had an issue with the bilge pump. Nolan made a decision to stay on the island and return inland later with another group of friends. Yes, I am a judge. I also value transparency. I apologize if anyone was offended that I deleted my social media. There were no nefarious motivations in my deleting my social media. Social media has a lot of positives, but a whole lot of negatives. We live in a world of clickbaiting, sad but true. My family is hopeful that this information will help to redirect the attention to the Wells family, their grief, and their need for our community support. Folks, Nolan's family is waiting on the results of an independent autopsy that's actually being performed, according to attorney Ben Crump. This still, Robert, is a rather strange story.
What do y'all think about this, man? Like, I mean, it's I don't know, man. I really don't. I don't know. And right now it's like black people. You can relate to this, because when things like this happen, the first thing that I can speak for every black family, like we think about our children. We think about, man, that could have been our child. I have a son. I think about my son. That could be my son. So it's like, as they're growing up, the first thing you do is, you try to tell them to, the procedures of, the police and how to deal with the police, which is unfortunate by itself. Now, what are we gonna tell them? You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking frank, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not me coming from a racist standpoint or nothing like that, because I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's where I take it to. Like we're all human beings at the end of the day. We may have different color skin, we may have different views in life, we may have different ways that we deal with people, but at the same time, at the end of the day, we are all still people. So it's like, what do you tell your children, man? Like, this is very sad. This is very unfortunate, and it's sad that it's opposite races, because this has been going on for a very long time. Like, races being played against each other for a very long time, and it was set up since the very beginning. Every single time you turn around, something is being done to a black person by an opposite race. And then when something is done to other races, they get all these different laws. But at the same time, we don't have any laws in place for our children, for ourselves, for our family members, for our friends. We don't have any of that in place. We don't have nothing out there to help us. You know, who's going to help us? And like I said, I didn't want to make it a race thing, but right now it is a race thing. Now, taking it too far as his friend's family and his stepmom being a judge, I don't know how that plays into this. I don't know if it's foul play. It is a video out there of him arguing. The autopsy is going to come up soon. Right now they're saying that he drowned, but how did he drown? Sheriff's office is not trying to point to far as foul play yet, but they're not ruling that out. So what do y'all think about this, man? If y'all have any comments on this, man, put it in the comments. Keep it nice, man. Like, we're all humans, man. Like I said, I didn't come from a racist standpoint or a hateful standpoint. I'm just coming from a standpoint where, though, I need understanding. And I want to know how y'all feel. So put it down in the comments, man. We all can come together and try to figure out what would be the best case scenario moving forward. Because, like I said, it's just, this country is just in a state where as though it's just crazy, man. And it's becoming too much. You know, it's a lot going on. It's a lot of people going through things, man. And it's unfortunate that his family, 18-year-old, just, he was in college. Prayers go out to, the family of Nolan Wells, man. And, I thank y'all for sticking with me this long of the video, man. All I can say is, man, it's tough. It's tough. And I pray that he rest in peace, man. I pray for comfort and blessings to his family, man. Pray that you have a blessed week and a blessed, prosperous week, man. And I thank y'all for joining me again. This is the Ill Chill Will Show, man. You can watch me on YouTube or Spotify. I'm on every other podcast platform and podcast form of this show, man. Don't forget, a dream is just a dream until you start chasing it. Then it becomes reality, man. Peace and blessings. I'll see y'all next week.